Fossils are the remains of organisms from millions of years ago, which are found in rocks. This is a fossil showing the impression of an organism from millions of years ago. Can we find fossils? Fossils can be formed when an organism dies in conditions that slow or stop it from decaying. Warmth, moisture, and oxygen are needed for decay to happen. Therefore, an animal will not decay if it dies in a low temperature, a low moisture environment, and an environment that's low in oxygen. So in these conditions, decay won't occur. This is something that will be covered elsewhere in the course. So how do fossils form then? These conditions occur if the dead organism ends up under layers of volcanic ash, sand or silt, in ice or peat. So volcanic ash, sand or silt, and ice tend to result in low oxygen and hence prevent the organism from decaying. Peat is acidic soil made up of partially decayed vegetation with very little oxygen in the soil. You don't need to know what peat is for the exam, just the role that it plays in fossil formation, as well as being a compost, a fuel source, and also an area of high biodiversity, which is covered elsewhere in the course. So how do we end up with fossils inside rocks? Ash, sand, or silt can build up above a dead organism, pressing down on them and creating heat. These layers of sediment then exert pressure and heat on dead organisms, contributing to fossil formation. The harder parts of the organism are replaced by minerals as they decay, leaving behind an impression of the organism. This image on the left is an artist's impression of what the mollusk ammonite used to look like before it went extinct over 65 million years ago. And this image on the right shows an ammonite fossil. Fossils are formed from the hard parts of organisms that have not decayed. So remember that only the hard parts are preserved in the fossils, while soft parts decay. In this case, the hard part is the shell, and the soft part is the animal living inside the shell. What other types of fossils do we see? Sometimes fossils are formed from animals and plants that did not decay and have been preserved intact. For example, they can be preserved in ice, such as this fish, or in peat. In fact, preserved ancient human remains have been found in peat bogs. What other fossils are there? Some fossils are also formed from impressions left behind. This can be in the form of footprints or burrows. Footprint impressions can also be preserved in rock. We may also see traces of small roots, called rootlet traces too. This image to the right is of a fossil showing a cast or impression of rootlet traces.
Thanks for watching. If you want to take your GCSE revision to the next level, head over to launchpadlearning.com and check out our smart learning platform that's been designed to get you top results in your exams. We cover your whole specification and make revision fun with interactive quizzes, easy to follow videos, and more. You'll be kept motivated by your own AI tutor who's here to support you every step of the way. To check it out for yourself, click here. Or click here to keep watching a selection of the videos from our full GCSE Biology course. See you there!